In the past, there were several thousand types of dinosaurs in the world, about 99.9% of which became extinct, and currently, there are a few species that many scientists do not consider to be dinosaurs. It may seem that the most dangerous dinosaurs were the largest ones, but you are completely mistaken, as many of the examples we will introduce to you today are not large in size, but they are so ferocious that no animal can compete with them. So join us as we introduce the most dangerous dinosaurs in the world. All the photos we have provided for you, dear ones, have been designed with the help of the remaining bones and simulators, and their actual shape and appearance may differ slightly from the photos. Tyrannosaurus rex. Surely, we have all heard the name of this dinosaur, at least once in our childhood, and have always seen it in video games. Tyrannosaurus is known as the last and fiercest dinosaur in the world, and its fame has spread globally, with few people being unfamiliar with this creature. His nickname is King of the Cruel Lizard, and considering his physique and power, this name truly suits him. The height of this creature was about 5 meters, and its length reached 12 meters, and with a weight of 7 tons. It is definitely considered the largest carnivore in the world. The interesting thing is that there were other species of Nodosaurus that were heavier, stronger, and smarter. But how did Tyrannosaurus manage to maintain its throne? This creature had many abilities, such as an extraordinarily strong sense of smell that could detect prey and corpses from several kilometers away, or venom that could incapacitate any living being in less than a few minutes. Also, its jaw strength reached 7 tons, which is why it could crush the bones of any living creature. And that's why it only needed to bite once. Utahraptor. Utahraptor was 3 times larger and more ferocious than its cousin, Velociraptor. The interesting thing is that the hind legs of this creature are about 30 centimeters long, which can tear apart the body of any animal. The bones and muscles of this dinosaur were so large and strong that it could run at half the speed of a car. And for this reason, no creature could escape unharmed. The main food of this dinosaur was mostly giant 500-kilogram wolves, and sometimes it would go after things much larger than itself. He would bite. Velociraptor. This dinosaur, with its large, curved claws, was so curious and greedy that whenever it saw a living creature, it would attack it. The main reason for its deadliness is its high intelligence and speed, which is why it had a strong inclination to fight larger creatures. The very low surface area of its feet that comes into contact with the ground reduces friction, and for this reason, its speed was greater than that of other dinosaurs. Mapusaurus. This case, just like its relative Tyrannosaurus, was very strong and ferocious, and sometimes they would fight each other, although they didn't have much chance of surviving. The interesting point is that Mapusaurus hunted in groups, and one could say they were the hyenas of the past. Their narrow, blade-like teeth also allowed them to easily tear through flesh and quickly reach the bone. Troodon. Being deadly is not always about weight and ferocity, and this 1.3-meter creature, with its intelligence and speed, could take down prey larger than itself. The interesting point is that the ratio of intelligence to weight in this creature was higher than that of all the dinosaurs in the world, and it also had the most advanced neural connections. Scientists have concluded from the shape of the skull that this dinosaur had very large eyes, which is why it had excellent vision and could see well in low light and complete darkness. In any case, this creature could hunt larger beings than itself and would confuse and bite them so much that they would eventually be brought down. It would catch them. It is. Spinosaurus. Currently, the largest carnivorous animal to have ever walked the earth is this one, which was about 16.5 meters long. The weight of this dinosaur was about 20 tons, and with its jaws, it could crush a bus. The interesting thing is that the spine of Spinosaurus protruded about 1.5 to 2 meters from its body, giving it a completely different appearance. The diet of this animal mainly consisted of fish, which is why it spent most of its time in the water, and if it couldn't find anything in the water, it would go after the carcasses of other creatures. The appearance of the teeth and jaws of this creature was such that it easily caught fish, with their smooth skin and slippery bodies. In any case, the fact that it could live in water was a positive point, and it was no longer exposed to land animals. Carcharodontosaurus. This animal, with its appearance and jaw structure, is known as the shark-toothed lizard, whose teeth were about 20 centimeters tall and could tear the flesh off any animal. It's true that this dinosaur was larger than its cousin, the T-Rex, and its skull was about 1.7 meters long. But due to its small brain, it wasn't very skilled at hunting and would be destroyed in a hand-to-hand battle with the T-Rex. The speed of this animal was around 32 kilometers per hour, which was more than that of the Tyrannosaurus. Its weakness was that its body was a bit weak, and it couldn't withstand much pressure. He couldn't handle the pressure. Majungasaurus. Majungasaurus, also known as the ferocious lizard, resided on the island of Madagascar. The very sharp and long teeth, along with the relatively low weight of this creature at 1 ton, allowed it to quickly take down its prey. Of course, in some cases, the size of this dinosaur was even larger, and they lived in other parts of the world. Deinonychus. The discovery of this creature in 1964 completely changed our perception of dinosaurs as heavy and sluggish beings. The interesting thing is that its size was twice that of a velociraptor, yet they had the same weight, indicating its very peculiar muscular and skeletal structure. Another point was that its spine was uniform, and the tail was connected to it, which allowed it to maintain its balance well during hunting. Finally, let's say that its very strong claws, along with its long nails, could easily tear flesh from bone. Giganotosaurus. This species was competing with T-Rex in terms of size, and was considered one of the most ferocious creatures in the world. In any case, it was faster than others like Tyrannosaurus or Spinosaurus, and therefore it never fell into their traps. The main reason for its weakness compared to the T-Rex was that its brain was about half the size of its cousins, which is why it couldn't hunt as well. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe.